Hey besties. I think my coffee's bad. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. I wonder if you can hear my fridge. Coming to you guys with a new angle. How do you like it? I wanted it just to be my beautiful book page wall, but it's too like narrow. So sorry, you're gonna have to see my couch too. But today I want to talk about some things while I paint. I'm so excited. So let's just get into it. I'm really bad at art, but I love it. And so I always used to like not do it. But then I realized you literally don't have to be good at art to do art, and that's the point of art. So we're gonna pull my hair up. It's been being really finicky and stupid all day long. I've only been up for like a few hours at this point because I'm lazy. But I have to keep an eye on the time because I have therapy like right after I film this, and so hopefully it doesn't take me too long. But here's my reference picture. I saw this on Pinterest and I was like, I could probably do that. I'm not very good at art, like I said, but I just love doing it. It's the creative process that is fun for me. It's the only canvas that I have. I have a smaller like little one, but I obviously don't want to do it on that. This is the biggest canvas that I have. We're gonna be working with that. And these are all my paints. Ooh, that might be the thumbnail. So I'm gonna set up all of these while I talk to you guys. Look at my beautiful thing that I have never cleaned. Oh, I forgot to get water. I need to get water and paper towels. BRB. Honestly, I didn't really think this video through. Okay, I'm gonna move you down just a little bit so that you can see what we're doing. You really can't see what I'm doing. You won't really be able to, but that's fine. It can be a reveal. Okay, so first of all, I don't want to hear, if this turns out bad, I don't want to hear it because this is very last minute, and if it turns out bad, it turns out bad. So I wanted to talk about the topic of college today. My life has drastically changed within the last week. I had never planned to go to college. That was never really on the table for me. I just hated the idea of it. I was like, absolutely not for me, no thank you. And so, like, I really thought that I wasn't gonna go to college. And then everything changed, literally within a week. So I won't get into like the super nitty-gritty details. I was questioning a lot if I was supposed to be taking this opportunity that was given to me by my church. Within the last week, the Lord has wrecked me and was like, oh, so you are going to college. He has literally closed every single other door, and he was like, you are going to college and you are going to Lee University. And I was like, oh, okay. Which, preface, I have not been accepted yet, so I'm not trying to get my hopes up. I may be reading the Lord wrong here, but I really feel led to go here. And I was looking at a few other colleges in like Boston and stuff, because like my dream is to live in Boston, and none of them have like worked out. Like every single one I've looked at, like you have to like have your SAT scores like right now. And so this is where we're gonna kind of get into the interesting story part. So I'm supposed to go to, like, I feel led to Lee, right? I literally just graduated like a few weeks ago. And if you did not know this, if I was in normal like high school, I would be junior in high school right now. So I'm going to college pretty much 2 years early, which is slightly terrifying. So to kind of explain the whole homeschool thing, I need to actually start painting now. My sister was homeschooled all of high school. She went to normal public school. She graduated at 16, which was like kind of a big deal. She is my oldest sister, so it's only me and my sister. I, meanwhile, literally never thought that I would do this. I had really amazing friends. I was doing really well in school. I loved school. Like, it was all fine and dandy. Entering in my freshman year of high school, it was 2019. What a year to be alive. What a year to be entering into high school. And you want to know what happened that spring semester of 2020 I almost said 2021, of 2020, COVID. So, end of my freshman year, I get quarantined. We all get quarantined. We all get quarantined. And I started doing school from home, which my school is a little bit different. We never did like the whole Zoom or Google Meet thing. Never did that. We did this program that basically allowed for you to like work at your own pace. And it was a program that they used for the alternative kids who like needed to get credits because they failed classes or whatever. We started doing. And then April rolls around, a month into quarantine, and I get on a little thing called Christian TikTok, where if you were around Christian TikTok in the early quarantine days, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I started following this TikToker named Elijah Lamb. This is also getting into a little bit of my testimony. So everyone was obsessed with this TikToker named Elijah Lamb, and he would do like Bible study on Zoom, literally like every single night. And meanwhile, I had grown up in a Christian home, but I never knew Jesus for myself. Like I knew his word, and I like went to church, but I never truly knew who he was. So I started going to these Bible studies. Lo and behold, a little group chat started, and we are all still best friends to this day. I've met almost every single one of them, almost. They're the best people in the world. Anyways, then the Old Faithful, April 12th of 2020 was Easter, and Elijah had an Easter Bible study Zoom. And that was the first time I had ever heard the gospel. Shook, repented, and became a born-again believer. So, my life radically changed from that point on. This was in April, so I literally only had like 2 months of school left. And like I said, we were doing like an online thing where we could kind of work at our own pace. So I kind of like finished that I think I finished that 2 or 3 weeks early. And I was like, man, this is the life, like having the best old time. But my sophomore year, we had the option of either doing the same online program or going back to in-person school. So I decided that I was gonna go back to in-person school. I was really nervous because like obviously I had lost like a lot of friends because that's a long story, but I lost a lot of friends, and like I just was very nervous about going back. So I kid you not, I went back for like 3 days and then I left. I was like, I hated it. It was so awful. It was just awful. Like I don't even want to get into it, but it was just awful. And so I decided to switch to online because that was really my only option. And I was already kind of thinking about doing homeschool at this point, but I was like, well, I'm self-paced. I'm basically homeschooled with the program that I'm on now. It's just through my school. I don't talk to teachers. I literally have almost no contact with my school other than like them checking on me maybe once every few months to be like, hey, like report cards are coming out, make sure you're doing well or whatever. That whole system was a little bit odd, but I think everyone was just kind of figuring out what to do. I was doing like the online program or whatever, and I really loved it, and I was like really like grinding and doing so much school, more school than I had to do in one day, so that I could like finish early. Because at this point, kind of like maybe November, December, basically fall semester of 2020, I was like, man, I just really want to be done with school. Like I was thinking about going to college. I didn't really know where the Lord was calling me to go, but I just knew that I wanted to be done. So I started working my butt off even more than I already was, and I finished my sophomore year in March of 2021. So I basically graduated, I basically finished my sophomore year like a few months early. And I was like, man, this is the life. Peace out. I almost said my school name. Peace out, old school. Like, I'm gonna do homeschool and I'm going to graduate in less than a year. A bit ambitious of me, but nevertheless, I was determined to get done. So I did not take a break in between my sophomore and junior year. I was like, I'm getting this done. I do not want to do school anymore. I love school, but I'm done. Like, no thank you. the state of Indiana is a little bit odd about how you have to do homeschool. So I only had like 6 credits for my junior and senior year. And I was like, oh, no biggie, I can get done. So I spent the majority of 2021 like grinding on school. And at this point, like I got a job near my town, like getting that money, and I was doing school. That also allowed for me to have a lot of job opportunities because I could work hours that normal students like couldn't. Hopefully I'm doing this the right colors because I don't remember what the colors look like. I'm just going off of memory at this point and making it look like what I think it looks like. Anyways, yeah, long story short, I graduated December 27th of 2021 and I graduated a year and a half early, which, like, first of all, girl boss, like, okay, slay. But then comes the question of, okay, I've graduated, what do I do next? Because I can't just like sit at home and do nothing, which is what I've done for the last 3 months. I was offered an opportunity by my church in October, and so I quit my job and basically grinded and finished school. I was really gonna graduate like the normal time, like in the spring, but because of this opportunity, I was like, no, I want to start in the beginning of the year, so I'm going to graduate early. So that's what like prompted me to graduate in December rather than the spring. And then I went to Passion and came home and was like, I am not called to do this thing with my church. Which, if you're from my church watching, love you. But it's just simple as that. I didn't feel led to do that. And so I was like, well, frick, what do I do now? So this leads us up to this week. This past week has been insane, like I said. I'm like, literally, what the hell am I doing with my life? I need to figure something out right here, right now, because I don't have a job. Like, I am graduated high school, and now I'm not doing this thing with my church that was supposed to be for the entire year. So what do? My mom's like, well, have you thought about college? And I was like, no, mommy, I have not thought about college because I do not want to go to college. And then I was like, wait, maybe I do want to go to college. So I started looking at colleges in Boston, and because Boston is like my dream place to live. But I had a college in mind at the beginning of 2021. I was like, let me just look at that college. Dun dun dun, that college is Lee. And basically the Lord was like, closed every single door and was like, you are going to college at Lee. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So now I basically have the spring and the summer to save up enough money to go to college, which the Lord is going to provide. I am not worried. Like, everything's gonna be cool and like great. But still a little scary nonetheless, because I'm a graduate. Basically, I'm going to college 2 years early than I'm supposed to, meaning I am way younger than most of the people going into their freshman year this year. I was supposed to graduate in 2023, as I've made clear. So now actually we get into the college talk. That was basically backstory. Thank you for being patient. I just feel that I needed to explain that because I am aware that it's a little odd the way that I'm going about things. Anyways. Oh no, I just got paint everywhere. I don't really care about this shirt, so it's fine, but whatever. Anyways, basically, this is the first thing I've been really excited about, like about life in a long time, which sounds really like depressing, but like, no, it's happy, I promise. I have literally nonstop thought about college. Like, I am so excited. And some of my friends go to this college, and one of my friends might be transferring to this college, and I have friends that already go there. So like, it's very much a plus for me. So I was like, oh my gosh, wait, this is kind of exciting. And plus, I'm going to be majoring in theological and biblical studies, which I am so freaking excited about because I love theology and I love learning about the Bible. And I think the reason that I didn't want to go to college for so long was because I was like, I'm literally like learning things that don't really matter. Being like, if I were to get like a business degree, because number one, I'm not going into business, and number two, I was talking to my mom about it, and I was like, I'm doing, not to sound like prideful or cocky or whatever, I'm going to college for like kingdom work, and not only to grow. Okay, this turned out orange. That's not what color I wanted. And not only like learning about the Bible and learning how to defend my faith, but also learning how to just getting like a better knowledge of what I believe, which is like really, really important to me. But to like going to college to study it just sounds so exciting and so fun. So anyways, okay, neither of these are the colors that I want. Although I am very excited for college, I am very nervous. Very nervous. And let me tell you why. I'm just very nervous about like making friends, basically. Also, this painting is already looking terrible, but it's okay. Because also, like, I'm scared about the whole roommate situation. Because I am very much a recluse. I like to hang out with people, but my limit is only up to here. You know what I mean? And past that limit, like I literally cannot do it, or I turn into a total grouch. And I hate when I do that because I don't mean to. It's literally just something I can't help. So I'm very nervous about having like a really outgoing roommate because like I literally can't deal with that. Because also the school is 5 hours away. So obviously I can't live at home. Like I'm gonna have to live in a dorm. So I'm just nervous about making friends, and like I don't want to put myself out there. Like I literally just want to go to class and have a good time and learn about fun things, and then go back to my dorm and do my schoolwork and make some food. Like that's all I desire to do. Which I know some of my friends are gonna be at this college, so like obviously I want to hang out with them, and I don't know, I'm just very nervous about it. Also, this is literally looking like butt. I haven't painted clouds in so long. I used to be a really good painter when I painted a lot, but now that I like don't paint a lot, it like looks really ugly. But I digress. So I'm just very nervous for college, and I keep having this like vivid image in my mind of like, yay, like so excited getting to my dorm, like my parents are there, like we're unpacking my stuff and all that. And then I have the realization that they're gonna have to leave, and that my mommy is going to leave me, and then I'm gonna have to sit on my bed and just think about the fact that I'm not gonna see my mom for a long time, which is very sad to me. But you know what, I'm going to get through it. I probably will cry, but it's okay. Other than that, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to kind of like live on my own, to kind of be doing my own thing, learning, having fun at school. Also, this looks so ugly. I knew that this wasn't going to turn out the way that I wanted it to, and I don't know why I thought that I could do that. Throwback to in the beginning of this video where I was like, yeah, I can totally make a painting that looks like this. Anyways. What if I don't even show y'all at the end because it's so ugly? Maybe, we'll see. Back to what I was saying. I'm just very excited to have that kind of like college girl aesthetic. And the whole reason I mentioned the homeschool deal is because like I'm also nervous about making that transition from completely doing homeschool to being in a college. Like that makes sense. Which I'm really sure that everything's going to be fine. But a girl can't help but worry. And I'm also worried that people aren't gonna want to be friends with me because I'm young, or like because I'm underage, because I won't turn 18 until a few months into college. So like I'm going to be a minor for a bit while I'm there. I have mutuals on TikTok who literally were like, let's be friends, but if you're under 18, like I don't want to be friends with you. But even though they were like literally 19. So I'm like, oh. Or not that they don't want to be friends, but they made a video and they were like, oh, like comment your Instagram, like I want to like follow you and hype you up, but if you're under 18, like that's weird, don't I'm not gonna follow if you're under 18. And I was like, oh, okay, like even though I literally, okay, I'm just being dramatic. I need to chill out. But that doesn't matter. So I'm just scared people aren't gonna want to be friends with me. Even though, like I said in my other video, if people do not want to be friends with me, or they are bad people or bad friends, I'm not going to be friends with them because I am self-sufficient and I don't need people to make me happy. So I am simply not going to be friends with them. Simple as that. But I literally just want to like go sit in a coffee shop and like do my schoolwork, which I know that college is hard. I'm not trying to romanticize college life, but I also am romanticizing college life, and so let me live. Also, this literally looks like doo-doo. The problem with making art when you have expectations is when it doesn't lead up to those expectations, I hate it. I'm literally not going to show you guys till I'm almost done. Until I'm done. And so you can't hate on me. Because it is going to look ugly, I'm warning you now. I thought I'd have more to talk about college, but like I kind of don't know what else to say about it. If you have college advice, let me know. I've been doing a lot of research on TikTok about what is worth it to bring it to college and what is not worth it. I need to call my friend and be like, okay, so tell me what I actually need to bring because you go to this school, so you like know what's up. You know what I mean? But I am excited to kind of get out of my town because I think I mentioned this in other videos, but I have to like literally drive an hour plus to like literally go do anything, and the nearest like grocery store or like teeny tiny little town is like 30 minutes. So anytime I have to do something, it like, which sounds like, that sounds so dramatic, but like the truth is that that's really exhausting most of the time, and it makes me not want to do things because I have to like drive so far to do it. Like my church is literally an hour away from me. What? Like no. This also looks like doo-doo. I'm trying to make it look like it has texture, but it's just, it looks a lot lighter on camera than it is. Okay, let me go look at my reference picture. So I just went to look at my reference picture because I kind of forgot what it looked like. And it is literally the complete, like I am like, I don't want to talk about it, okay? Guys, when I'm done, just pretend that it's good, please. Just literally pretend. I love how at the beginning of this video I was like, art is subjective and like it doesn't matter what it looks like. Like it's your art and that's all that matters. And then I'm like, this is so ugly, I hate it. Whatever, guys. Just let me wallow in the ugliness of this painting. Anyways, I don't really know what else to say about college. Like it's just, it's exciting and it's scary and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good old time. I also need to get a good job when I go down there. I think I'm gonna work at Target, or maybe like I want to be a coffee shop person, like a barista, but like at a small little coffee shop. But that doesn't really pay you a lot, and like obviously I'm gonna be living down there by myself, so I need to like make some good money. And I know that some of my expectations are very unrealistic. You don't have to sound off in the comments. I know, trust me. All I think about is college. But I'm also like a little sad that I can't go to Boston College. I can't go to Boston College. I can't go to college in Boston because I just want to live in Boston so badly. And just the absolute flex that it would be to be like, I moved out at 17 and went to college all the way in Boston, which if you don't know is 16 hours from home. So that's kind of a girl boss slay moment for me, and I really just want to like tell people that I did that, but that is pride and ego that I need to work on. So maybe I don't need to be going to Boston. This looks so ugly and I hate it. And I hate it. I'm kind of done talking now, so I think I'm gonna do a time lapse of this. Alright guys, update. I tried to add the whole like foggy kind of thing and I completely ruined it. So maybe I need to go to art class again. I'm gonna show you and it's gonna be embarrassing. Literally, look at that. What is that? The bottom is not awful. I'll give you an up close, a zoom of it. I'm frankly embarrassed. And I was gonna say, if you guys want more art videos, like let me know. I will not be giving you more art videos because I am not embarrassing myself like that again. Don't even look at it. Actually, no, I do want you to look at it. I ruined it. I just ruined it. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I did not have the picture next to me. So, maybe let's do a little thumbnail. Aww. Okay. Well, I enjoyed talking with you guys. Hopefully that made sense. If you have any college advice, let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys. Jesus loves you guys. Peace and love, peace and love.